There's Dependable, that one game or some of them that generally sticks to you. The above mirrors your serious sentiments about possibly progressive games that might have reversed the situation. However, for some, boundless explanation didn't get their show. Moving right along, here's a rundown of 10 such games that merit a second chance at life, beginning with one of my #1 games. Days Gone. Zombie shooters are irrefutably fun, allowing you to crush, shoot, and splash crowds of brainless freaks with slugs. In any case, occasionally a game like Days Gone goes along that offers something other than thoughtless activity. Days Gone unbelievably mixes endurance, repulsiveness, and activity with a holding story that keeps you snared until the end. You play as Elder St. John, a merciless biker battling to make do in a world overwhelmed by freaks, zombie-like animals that move in frightening, constant crowds. While the interactivity can be seriously chaotic, it's not just about blowing away the undead. The genuine test lies in enduring the wild, keeping your bicycle running, overseeing scant assets, and investigating a tremendous, unforgiving open world. This game remains a #1 for me, even though it's been some time since I've returned to it. It's only miserable to see we never got a spin-off, notwithstanding the game getting such a lot of adoration from gamers from one side of the planet to the other. The Saboteur is a game we don't discuss enough, and I'm almost certain a large number of us have even overlooked it. For the people who are new or still beautiful and youthful, this game resembled a wild blend of Contract Killer, GTA, and metal stuff, all enveloped with the Second Great War setting. In The Saboteur, you play as an Irishman battling the Nazi armed force in involved Paris. The game world was outwardly shocked for now is the right time, with a striking differentiation between the severe monochrome regions under Nazi control and the energetic, bright zones freed by the opposition. This imaginative decision added an interesting air to the game, causing the method involved with reclaiming the city to feel significantly more effective. You had these high-stakes missions to handle and aggregate the opportunity to finish them any way you needed. Similar to a Contract Killer, you could adopt a more slippery strategy by masking to penetrate foe bases and taking them out from within. Or on the other hand, you could go in firearms bursting. However, the game without a doubt didn't make it simple to play in all-out attack mode. It's been some time since I've played a game like this, and I would cherish it to get back in the saddle. Brutal Legends is one of those extraordinary games that some could have neglected from memory, yet devoted fans, including myself, are as yet holding out trust for a spin-off. On the off chance that you don't recollect it, let me refresh your memory a tad. It's an activity experience game where you play as Eddie Riggs, dropped into a world motivated by weighty metal collection covers. As insane as it sounds, it's a game filled to the edge with immense guitars, chrome-covered monsters, and incredible major celebrities. The interactivity here is a blend of hack-and-slice battle with ongoing system components that let you partake in a few extraordinary fights with various beasts through a large group of various missions. The unique game has surely left a monstrous hole in the business. At one second, it was really returning when EA greenlit a continuation, yet tragically, it was dropped, and we are as yet sitting tight for a rebound.
Eviscerate! Hey, Eddie can handle himself. How about because your career is going nowhere? Don't take it out on me. Mind why teach you to fight? Cause you suck. What a bunch of bones. Uh-oh.
Mad Max is an unlikely treasure that frequently gets pushed away from plain view. However, it's one of those games you can return to anytime regardless and have a fabulous time. While it had its issues at the send-off, a considerable lot of those were resolved, and what remained was a game that knew precisely the exact thing it needed to be. A crude, coarse experience zeroed in on severe battles, particularly vehicular fights. The game didn't attempt to be something it wasn't. All things being equal, it essentially inclined toward its assets, allowing you to fight it out in a fantastic dystopian world that appeared to be true. The story in Frantic Max wasn't the primary fascination, yet the game didn't require it to be. What compelled it to stand apart was the feeling of endurance and how it brought the very grisly activity that made the motion pictures so famous. I truly cherished the profound customization choices with different horrendous weapons that offered me long stretches of fun, ongoing interaction. I'm certain a significant number of you will concur with me whenever I say this game genuinely merits one more opportunity.
There! Aim for the edge and boost across it! Ha-ha! She soars! Ha-ha! I knew she could make it!
Immersive sims simply beat Prey. This showstopper from Arcane Studios is as yet thought to be truly outstanding out there, and for good reasons. The game takes you on this wild experience through a gigantic space station that looks hauntingly alive. You are not following some direct questline. All things being equal, you are allowed to investigate, address puzzles, take part in serious battle with frightening shape-moving outsiders, and simply experience the story as you go. The interactivity is unique to what I've encountered in some other games. It's more inside and out and orderly. It can feel excessively sluggish when you initially get going, not understanding what you should do. In any case, when you get into the mood, this game can without much of a stretch keep you snared for quite a long time. I was confident about a potential spin-off, which was occurring, however unfortunately got dropped.
That was a phantom. Typhon Anthrophantasmus. Keep moving.
The Order 1886 is one of those games that had gigantic potential, yet missed the mark concerning significance. The world building and legend are first rate. The game establishes major areas of strength for a point for something extraordinary. On the off chance that they had extended it with a bigger spending plan and offered more investigation, perhaps with a semi-open world, Sleeping Dogs is incredible. It's the ideal blend of story, activity, and show, all enveloped by the dirty and wrongdoing-ridden roads of Hong Kong. You play as this secret cop entrusted with invading the city's most perilous wrongdoing families, yet you are not a run-of-the-mill specialist. You have a few serious hand-to-hand fighting abilities, and on second thought of depending on firearms, you'll end up in an extreme hand-to-hand battle, getting very close to your foes. The scuffle battle in this game is no doubt the most fulfilling I've been at any point knowledgeable about a solitary player experience. Well, don't even get me started about how magnificent the activity is in this game. The story merits some spotlight also. How it rejuvenates the wrongdoing show and causes you to feel the heaviness of high-stakes missions is unimaginable. Also, I could go on and on all day with the side missions and open-world exercises. This game is loaded with them. Tragically, the studio behind this showstopper closed down, removing any desire for a continuation.
Shut up. You know what you just did? You're dead. You're dead. Look, I'm not afraid of dog eyes.
Dog eyes? Motherfucker, I get paid by dog eyes, but all my product goes to Big Smile Lee.
Driver San Francisco had an out-and-out influence. This game just trapped me right from the start. It offered something truly outstanding of genuine worth, especially with that expedient shift expert that let you bounce between vehicles on the fly, which I accepted was very inventive. It opened up endless open doors for creative, continuous connection, permitting you to exchange vehicles, pursuit, or position yourself for an optimal takedown. The game had a lot of decisions as different modes, which supported keeping things new and empowering. You could race around the city, partake in amazing pursuits, or essentially explore around. There was adequate entertainment to be had. Despite all its importance, the game basically didn't perform up to Ubisoft's suppositions, which was a real shame. It had all of the parts of a hit. At this point, for no obvious reason, it didn't get on as well as it should have. Consequently, the supposed continuation for Driver San Francisco finally changed into what we right now know as Gatekeeper Canines. We can't really protest, can we? We got a fair trade.
Now, hold on. Ow! Damn! You son of a bitch!
LA Noire is one of the many hero games that merits a continuation. Indeed, we as a whole recollect works of art like Domineering Jerk and Noon Club. They were remarkable encounters by their own doing, yet LA Noire was something completely different. It was a significant, reasonable wrongdoing spine chiller that stretched the boundaries of what games could do on old-gen consoles like the Xbox 360 and PS3. You played as a criminal investigator attempting to tackle complex cases in a perfectly reproduced 40s Los Angeles. The facial movements were pivotal at that point, permitting you to peruse suspects' demeanors during cross-examinations, which made for a few truly extreme minutes. The activity here isn't awesome. All in all, it's respectable. Yet, the story, the composition, and how the characters show some major signs of life is presumably the best I've at any point knowledgeable about a computer game. The way that LA Noire stands apart today says a ton regarding its quality and the enduring effect it had on a huge number of fans. Ideally, when Rockstar gets a brief period off with GTA 6, we could see a portion of the old works of art return for one more round.
Ready, tough guy? Huh? Quit prancing around and...
All right. You really want to dance?
You started. I'll finish it.
That was a very...
At the cost of some espresso, Faction Guerrilla offers amazing worth. The annihilation of material science alone makes it ageless. Each man-made structure is yours to annihilate, and the game effectively empowers it, as movement depends on crushing foe bases and acquiring rescue for updates. The standing framework likewise sparkles, with individual guerrillas joining your battle as you gain their trust, prompting gigantic turbulent fights. All things considered, the shooting feels dull, and the driving can be messed up, yet it is consistently amusing to crash through structures. The story, while essential, fits the game's energy. You play as Bricklayer, an individual from the Red Faction, battling the harsh Earthguard power on Mars. It's not profound, yet the resistance versus military subject commendations the game's emphasis on annihilation. Generally speaking, Faction Guerrilla understands what's going on with it, and conveys a wonderful 30 hours of tumultuous tomfoolery. The remastered version merits getting at a bargain, particularly if you partake in this sort of involvement. Inquisitive to hear others' opinions on this one.
Seen you before in my life!
Let me prod your memory. Now tell me about your documents. Is this a map?
Yes!
It's pretty. What is this place?
Damn you to hell!
These are only a modest bunch of awesome games that I truly think merit a second chance. I'm certain you all additionally have your favorite picks. Let them fall in the comments, and it may very well welcome a grin all over here. Additionally, assuming you are delighted in watching this video, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to subscribe for more content like this in the future.